Solve the polynomial inequality 4 times x minus 2 times x plus 1, x plus 11 times x plus 10 is greater than 0. So when we have degree 2 or higher, what we have to do first is identify the zeros of the polynomial. So the zeros here are going to be 2, because if I take x minus 2 as a factor, set it to 0 and solve, I get positive 2. Likewise, the other zeros are negative 11 and negative 10. Now, I need to place these zeros on a number line. So negative 11 is the smallest, it goes to the left, then negative 10 and positive 2. And these don't have to be placed with any kind of accuracy as a scale, just as long as they're in order. That's all that matters. Now, I need to see what's happening in between these intervals, because in between these intervals, the polynomial could either be positive or negative. So I have to pick a test value to determine that. So for instance, negative 12 is on this first interval. So I'll choose that as a test value. And then say negative 10.5, 0, and 3. So if I take a look at what's happening in the polynomial on each interval, so take negative 12 and plug it into this polynomial. So the 4 is positive, I don't really need to worry about it, but negative 12 minus 2 would be negative 14. Negative 12 plus 11 would be negative 1. And negative 12 plus 10 would be negative 2. So the product of 3 negatives results in a negative overall. With negative 10.5, negative 10.5 minus 2 is, it doesn't really matter what the value is, it's just that it's negative. And then negative 10.5 plus 11 is positive, and negative 10.5 plus 10 is negative. So the product of 2 negatives and a positive is positive. And when I put in 0, we have a negative value times a positive value times a positive value, so the result is negative. And when I put in 3, it's positive times positive times positive, and the result is positive. So the final answer, we're looking for values that are greater than 0, so we want things that are positive overall. So this interval here is positive, but it starts at 2, but not including the 2, and goes off to infinity. So I shade that interval and use a open circle at the 2. And in fact, because of the greater than, all of these that get included would all be open circles. So you really can, at the beginning, just put open circles there. And then we're looking for the ranges that are positive, so we just shade those ranges in. And so our solution here is the values from negative 11 to negative 10, and then from 2 to positive infinity.